Vox and King Beau Part 12 Q&A. Sorry it's taking me forever to write stuff out lately. I'm so tired from everything. But I feel like I have to keep this up. The least I can do is answer questions for now. Anonymous asked, I has a question. Besides the whole Beau situation, how would you describe your life as a whole right now? Are you happy? Stressed out? Is there anything bothering you? How's school or work? Your friends and family? Answer. My life has actually been really normal. I have a good job, a decent apartment, and I am over my ex. My family and friends are all nice and stable. That's why this comes out of nowhere. I'm about as average and normal as a person can be. Anonymous asked, Vox, what are Beau's dimensions? Your description of your dream invokes images of Michael Jackson with skeletal hands, pale skin, and a kitschy outfit. Is he tall? Can you describe his voice? What's his face like? High cheekbones? Hairstyle? Does he have alligator-like cone teeth? Or shark teeth? Or dinosaur dagger teeth? Answer. He's really hard to describe accurately, because everything about him is not quite human, and I'm a terrible artist. His skin looks just like an albino. His teeth look like crocodile teeth. They're all pointed, but different sizes, and fit together. He's very tall. I would say he's almost reaching my ceiling. He has longish neck, his smile is way too wide, and his high cheekbones and big eyes. He had white hair, and it was brushed back. Anonymous asked, Does Beau look like that guy from Nightmare Before Christmas? Jack, I think. Answer. No, and not like David Bowie or Johnny Depp either, as you've been discussing amongst yourselves. Though that's not a lack for wishing. He's got flesh on him, and he doesn't look especially human. Sorry, I'm so bad at describing him. I've never seen anything like him. Personally, I can't get over his hands, but that may be because I felt one of them a few times. Anonymous asked, I'm curious, what does Beau's voice sound like? Is it a combination of all the voices he has collected, or is it distinct in its own right? Answer. There were two. His normal voice, which is like the one I've been hearing, sounds like a man's, but sort of distorted. Like it has to go through some kind of interface, I guess. The sighs sound like if you took 12 different voices and made them make the same note in unison, but at different volumes and with different tones. Like a speaking chorus, but all crammed into one throat. Anonymous asked, Has he ever been a companion to anyone else the way he is or was with you? Not that I remember off the top of my head. He loved the moon, though they couldn't be together. He tolerated a lot of creatures. The stories he seemed most concerned with were mostly about taking whatever he covets. I'm not sure if he was my companion, or if I was just another prize. I know that most of our games involved me paying him for not eating me in songs or adventure, and he would tell me stories. Anonymous asked, Do you remember if the sight of the moon in the sky ever had any effect on Beau? Answer, yes. He looked at the moon. He loved the moonlight. Anonymous asked, I want to believe that you're more than just a prize to him. Even though he considers you his, it seems he built a close connection to you, or as close as someone of his nature can get at least. I guess you could say he was trying to protect you from Fuzzy, and not just because you were his. The fact that he seemed to spend time telling you about himself and his stories could say a lot. But I guess it could be interpreted differently. There could be a number of reasons for his return. I don't think you're crazy, but that's a lot of stuff in this world we don't know about and can't explain. But from how things are going, I'd say the last thing Beau wants to do is hurt you. Anonymous asked, Sounds to me like she was just another prize to him, though the other stories lead me to believe he may not have been mature enough to see her as a companion. Sounds like a child going through his mine phase. Answer. Maybe it's somewhere in the middle. He does come off as a kid being possessive, but he also did spend years humoring me. He could have just taken whatever he wanted from me and left. Anonymous asked, rational, boring explanation. It's all in your head. Paranormal explanation. Beau was a ghost or some other paranormal creature. The stories he told you so far are fictional. I mean, the darkness stole the moon, but he saved it and put it back in the sky? You told us he was vain. This ghost or demon probably just likes creating stories where he's the hero to satisfy his ego. When you saw him vomiting the tar maggots, you saw his true form. If I were you, I'd be careful from now on. Rational. CT scan is on Wednesday. Don't worry, I haven't ruled that out at all. Paranormal. It's entirely possible he was making things up. However, he looked like he was in serious pain when he started vomiting. I don't know if that was his true form, when he went years without doing anything like before. The Beatles reminded me of those from the ones from the Moon story. Maybe my dream was just recycling that. I mean, I like having him around, because he was my imaginary friend. But as far as being his possession, that's not really my thing. I don't know why my idiot kid self decided an abusive relationship with a demon king was quality imaginary friend material, but it's not an indication of my adult relationships.